Yes.
Hi, folks. I haven't spoken to you, Marina Weed, investor, private lender, hard money lender, also do mortgage brokering. If you have any of your properties in California with mortgage rates of, 4 3/4 or more, come talk to me. Let me run your numbers for you because rates are bottom, and they're not going to stay low at all. It'll take whatever time it takes to start adjusting up, but we've already started to get the economic forecast for 2011, and it's going to be moving from the refi to the purchasing market, and the rates are going to be gradually going up over the next year or so, depending on the whole market and how the economy is going. So really now is the time. If you've got any of those properties, let me know. I'll be glad to help you.
Marina, wouldn't you say with the national debt that we've got right now, as it continues to build, you know that it creates inflation? So eventually, the rates are going to be way out there. So if there was ever a time to refinance or get a loan locked in for 30 years, now is the time to do it.
And talk to your friends and family and neighbors and things like that. I mean, I try to tell people, don't be selfish about the good news. It is a good news if you're able to do it now, and help them out because everybody's trying to get to the next level of their portfolio, get into the next retirement time, and so this can help position them. So keep it in mind that way too.
Thank you. Good. So anybody, now, I just want to introduce you to Ruth. Ruth has been making the calls. What's your last name, Ruth? Egley. Ruth Egley's been making the calls, so when she, rings your bell there and lets you know she's kind of seeing who wants to come to the next meeting, she's also going to have some insightful tips about other things that she's involved with, like the land stuff or like the national REIA, and she's going to ask you if you're interested in any of that stuff. That's an opportunity to either say, I really am, can you call me back Thursday at 3, or let's talk right now, or whatever, because we're going to keep expanding this and keep looking for ways to outsource other things that people can do to make money. Janet, would you introduce yourself, Janet?
Hi, I'm Janet Cox.
Janet Cox, and she...
Oh, I'm a Fortune Builders Mastery student, and I'm also with the Land Profit Generator with my father here, Robert Ernie.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing some investment with Dan Ringwald.
Yeah, and more importantly than doing investments with me is that she's actually going out there on Craigslist and she's looking for properties. She's building her experience and figuring out how to do this stuff so that eventually she says, yeah, we used to do things with Dan, but we don't need him anymore. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay?
I've been making offers on Craigslist. I don't get replies, but at least they're not being mean.
Yeah. And see, the thing is, any of these people tell you it doesn't matter what you're selling or buying or whatever, it's the 4th, 5th, 6th, and up to the 7th time that you make an offer, that's when people start to finally say, okay, they're either going to say, hey, go away, don't ever bother me again, or they're just going to ignore you. And by the time they get their 5th, 6th, or 7th postcard, or email, or phone call, is when, and 4 or 5 or 6 months go by, and they're still sitting there with whatever they got. That's when things start to happen. So in the very beginning stages, you got to expect they're not going to. But eventually, as you do more and more of this, the things start to come in. So I want to thank you for doing what you're doing. She's another source of information if you need kind of some ideas of what she's up to and how she sees things going on. Okay? So I want to thank you all for showing up, being here, and not next month, but December 9th. We'll regroup here with Linda. Okay? What's that? Yeah, it'll be 1:30. Exactly, same place. So thank you very much. Thank you, man. All right. Thanks, Dan. There you go.